Good evening, folks. Mark here in the Fan Cave. It is Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. And what I have here is a Dayton Lasko, one of my favorite industrial ceiling fans. In fact, one of my favorite ceiling fans in general. Now, I've probably told the story a number of times. I'm going to start off on speed 1, which is slow, very slow. But yeah, there was an auto body shop down the street from where I grew up, and when I was a kid, my dad had walked me by there, and yeah, one time we walked over to the door so I could get a good look at the fans, and you know, the guy, the owner was there, and he let my dad pick me up and play with the pull chain and the little counter, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But yeah, there were 3 of those. Years later, you know, I moved to Colorado, and when I came back, it had been renovated, and they had these cheap 3-blade new things. I don't know if they're Westinghouse or whatever, but definitely not the Dayton Laskos were long gone. There was also, okay, I'm going to kick it up to speed 2. There was also a gift shop that I go to once in a blue moon with my mother, and they had 3 of these in a line, you know, high-ish ceilings, and there was trying to think, something with a big one and a small one, flower shop or something when I was a kid. There was like a big one up front and a small one like on a long, maybe there were a couple of small ones like on a, you know, in the back. But anyway, there were, take it up to speed 3 now. Probably my favorite installation, there was a store that sold clocks. They had grandfather clocks and all that stuff. And there were 2 of these, you know, on diametric corners of the store. And they were, the people there were really nice. I just remember going in there and, you know, with my dad when I was a kid, and walking around looking at the fans, and years later, you know, I was at a holiday party chatting with, you know, an older couple that was there, and the guy was actually telling me that yeah, he used to own that shop, and I mentioned how much I liked the fans, and both, you know, he and his brother each took one. They have them in their garages, and I said, you know, if you, I offered, you know, I was like, if you ever get rid of those, please, please, please let me know. I will buy them. You name your price. I will pay handsomely for them. But yeah, I was like, yeah, don't hold your breath on that one. You know, they, I think it just reminded them of their shops. They kept it or whatever. But you know, it's good to know they're at least still getting used, and you know, 30 plus years later, still in existence. Now I have to get up because my knees are killing me. But anyway, yeah, these are definitely my favorite. You know, some of the coolest fans out there, as far as I'm concerned. They, you know, I love the counter, and this one. They usually came with a little silver pull on the cord. This one's been replaced with a loop with a ring, not to be confused with a Dayton, not to be confused with a Dayton ring fan. But yeah, these were sold in the early 80s through Grainger. I have some of the old Grainger catalogs that they had illustrations of these in there. That was big back then. You know, a lot of the companies had they draw the fans, and they're very identifiable. I mean, you know, a 4-year-old could draw one of these and you'd know exactly what it was. So only other fan that looks anything even close to this is a Sanyo, which I'm sure is the same OEM, but another Japanese company, and they only had 3 blades on theirs, but they had the counter and the pull cord. There was a store I used to deliver to that had a whole bunch of them, and just before I moved to Colorado, and so I didn't get a chance to, I said, I told the owner, hey, if you ever get rid of these, let me know. And then can't remember where the hell I was, to be honest with you. I didn't have that route very long, but I've been thinking about looking it up and trying to see if they're still around. And I saw an image somewhere of an actual Dayton Lasko with only 3 blades, and I have no idea how that came to be, because the Sanyo had different canopies and it was brown with the wood and wood grain, whatever. But this one in particular was just a white Dayton Lasko. There were like 2 of them. One had 3 blades, one had 4 blades, and I forget what it was. It was like a garden shop or something, I think. Anyway, I would love to know more about that, how that happened. That was sort of a fluke. I don't know if they just, accidentally sent the wrong motor to that division. It's supposed to go to Sanyo, and then it's like, well, we've got it, so let's just paint it white and, put 3 blades on instead. But anyway, yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for more fan videos. Good night and good luck.